Can people stop calling this an activity? Cornhole, throwing a beanbag at a hole. All right, I don't know where you think I was born and raised. That's not entertainment to me. That's not. I do. That's not fun.
No,
you throw a big cornhole.
You know, listen, this is big in Chicago, this cornhole.
Big everywhere now, yeah, I know.
In the backyard, and this is what bothers me about the cornhole. When you're a Chicago Bears fan, you have Chicago Bears cornhole.
Oh my God.
It's decorated. They decorate the
Bro, if you had a cornhole set and the holes were your mouth going, what's wrong with people? They would fly off the shelves, dude. They would fly off the shelves. Can't we all just drink? Just drink. Why do your personalities are so lacking that we got to lob beanbags back and forth? When nobody even suggests cornhole around you.
You
know why?
Hold on. The Instagram photo. With the koozie and with the beer and the koozie. Oh, I can't. I'm sorry.
What's up, guys? Listen, I don't know how to express this enough. I'm not just trying to make a quick move and get $5 off you. But I'm doing a live show on the Pete and Sebastian channel. I've been doing it now almost a year, called Loose Ends. I got Cans, who works for THECAST, hosting it like behind the scenes. DJ Lou is hitting us with all the music. It's a show that you can't do on YouTube or regular stuff. It can only be done on Patreon. It's kind of unique and it's really fun. And you get an extra Pete and Sebastian show. And we're having guests on this Loose Ends. We had Dan Soda so far. We had Robert Kelly. Of course, Sebastian pops on, like, you know, no, I can't say every day, I mean every time, but he's been popping on, and it's fun. It's a fun hang, and if you signed up and joined it, I think you're really going to like it. But if you don't, you don't. I'm just letting you know, we're having a blast over there, and it's growing. Later. All right, as some of you already know, and others might not, the Pete Correale, as I was saying, comedy tour kicks off in mid-October, starting out in Portland, Oregon, and next week, live on Loose Ends, which we do Tuesday nights, East Coast, 8:30 time. We go live, we take calls and whatnot. It's on the Pete and Sebastian Patreon channel. I will be announcing my first opener for the Portland, Oregon show. Will be announced who's going to be opening for me. And then we're going to start taking videos and clips of comics in all the different cities where I play. And we're going to play a little clip of them on the Loose Ends. And I'm going to start asking guys and gals to open for me wherever I go. Because, you know, everybody needs an opportunity. And I'm here to give one. Back to the cast.
This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day. But on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Guys, football season is coming up, so time to have some fun being right. Maybe it is taking Saquon Barkley for more or less than one rushing TD, or even Josh Allen to have more than 270 pass yards. Guys, it's all about having fun, so let's have some fun. Prize Picks is also the best way to get action on sports in more than 40 plus states, including California, Texas, Georgia. Prize Picks is the best way to win cash this football season. Which players are going off? Which ones aren't? Make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your takes into cash all season long on Prize Picks. Download the app today and use the code THECAST to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code THECAST to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5. Prize Picks. It's going to be right.
This is the Pete and Sebastian Show with Pete Correale and Sebastian Maniscalco.
Okay, welcome to the Pete and Sebastian Show. If you notice, if you're watching this show, Pete is in a new location at his new home in Rochester. And gotta be honest, bro, I ain't feeling it.
You're not feeling
that window. I don't know. It looks like you're doing this as a hostage against your will. Like, I felt like if you were captive and that you were going to send a video to your family, this is where they would put you to do the video in the place that they're keeping you, in the safe house.
I'm in a cave, and there's a guy right behind me. All you can see is his. Listen, I understand that. I can show you around. There's boxes everywhere. The guy, one guy picked up.
Just roll with it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Around. I know you just moved and you're getting situated. I just say, I got there's a lot to take in there. I got, I never know. I don't normally see the desk, and there's a window there, and I start wondering, is it raining? Is it sunny? Like my head goes elsewhere.
Right.
So
I know. You're right. All right. Fair enough. Yeah. By the way, it's beautiful out. But I've been setting up. We've been trying to set up for about 3 hours. Patrick had been on the phone, I'm not kidding you, with Jackie for 2 hours.
Oh, God.
And when somebody else is helping, and I got to do that lean over, like I'm just a gopher, like whatever Jackie's like, go get me the cable, And it got to the point, it just wasn't happening. It wasn't happening. And I'm like, I knew I could do it from this room with the internet. I knew I could do that because we have that set up. But I'm trying to set up my Nighthawks, these towers, so I can start to prepare a proper studio in my basement. And that was what was not happening. And you ever get to that point when Patrick, he hits you with this, when anyone's trying to help you and they hit you with the, try turning it on and off. Oh, we're done. Oh, we're doing the on and off. We're doing the on and off now.
Go unplug it for 10 seconds and then plug it back in. Can you explain that move? With the 10 seconds, is it because there's electricity still in the coil going to the thing? Why 10 seconds? As soon as you unplug it, isn't it off? Or is it like extra water in a hose that's got to filter through? What the is that?
No. Bro, and then when you turn it back on, why is it all better? Like, I don't get any of it. Like, how come it didn't have the, like, when you got a problem and you go to bed, you wake up, the problem's still there. Like, what is this reset? So, and you hire IT teams and tech guys, and then they go turn it on and turn it off. Oh, my God. So, I don't know. Can Patrick explain that truly? It's a Hail Mary.
I'm sure he knows why that works. But can we just the patience level this man has to have working with you? And when she told me that your wife had to come in, which that bothers me. Are you that old now where you go, honey, you do it because that's beyond my head.
Do we have footage of Patrick literally putting your headphones on your head before we started the show? What the? Holy!
I didn't ask him to. He was just fiddling around in my ear, bro. I don't like anybody in my ears. He had his hand, and one of his fingers grazed my earlobe. I'm like, hey, just get the back to your seat. I don't need your hands fondling my earlobe.
Yeah, that's another level. That's another.
So.
What's your take? I know your house is, obviously very big, a lot of space, but when I'm with him and he goes, I'm heading over to Sebastian's now, Jackie goes, you guys aren't doing it for 3 hours. He's just going to be at Sebastian's for 3 hours. What is he doing here? And I go, well, it's traffic, but then he goes up in the studio. But like, are you cool with like a 2-hour arrival before showtime, or is that a little like?
No, I don't see him come or I don't see him leave. So I don't know what he could. For all I know, he could be robbing in this room next to me. I wouldn't know what the hell's going on. Right. He could sleep here tonight, and I wouldn't know.
On any given day, there's men walking through your hallway that you don't know and don't know they were going to be there, right?
Oh God! So you moved and you sent the text. Yeah. There's a lot to kind of start the show off.
Yeah.
First and foremost,
Let's take our time.
You sent the text and you're like, oh, best move. Already got kids at the house. What a quality of life upgrade. So take us through what's going on in Rochester. Why is it so fantastic? Give us the lowdown.
Well, I mean, there's still a lot of moving parts, and I don't know if I want to go into that just yet. You know what I mean? If you don't mind, like in the sense that I'm not saying it's better than Fredonia. It's just better for us. I got to be careful. I'm only 2 hours away. I don't want people going to Fredonia like heard you bad mouthing. So
I'm bad mouthing LA and I live here.
I gotta say,
what are we worried about? What are we worried about?
You're right, bro. I'm overthinking it. It's unbelievable. This little neighborhood I'm in. You ever hear of the Erie Canal? I mean, you must know of it a little bit growing up where you did, but basically the Erie Canal runs like about a mile. Guy, it's wooded. The houses are nice. There's kids everywhere. I love it. Holy. What's going on, by the way? Not to deflect. Are you de-aging? You're like Benjamin Button in there. You're looking, you're having a good run here, guy. I don't know what's going on, man.
It's the haircut.
You got a film coming up we don't know about? Patrick, is it me? He's getting in film condition, I feel.
There's no film. There's no nothing. I'm just going shorter with the hair. I feel like I'm letting my head breathe a little bit. That's what, that must be it.
That's a good, yeah.
But I got to tell you, and I hate to get back into this Rochester thing.
Yeah.
But have you received, like, is this the type of neighborhood where you move in and then John from across the street comes over with a pie and welcomes you to the neighborhood? Have you gotten out of that?
I'm so glad you asked that because I wanted to get your take on how you play this. So, first of all, those two pods, one of them's gotten taken away, the other about literally a half hour ago, and then he's coming back for the second one. But I felt like I can't go out and say hi to somebody on their driveway until these disgusting pods are off my driveway. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no litter. There's not a boat, a shed, a tractor, a trailer in eyesight. Nothing. Just well-kept homes, trees, and it seems to be a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like get the memo, how we do it around here. You know what I mean? And so, because Jack is like, I think you got a shed and put over there. I go, if you can see the shed from the road, you can't do the shed, man. You can't do So like I'm embarrassed by the pods, and I had the one neighbor, and I see him out there, and I'm like, should I go over? And I'm unpacking. I'm real busy, and I think they're like, let them unpack. But then about, I don't know, halfway through the day is a knock on the door. It's 3 girls. They're all 12, which is Sadie's age. They all live on the block or around the bend. Want to hang out? That's done. That's unpacked. Yeah.
Wow.
So that quick. And then what I thought, I don't know if I can say too much about my daughter's personal life, but I just thought it was a nice move, was the next day, at the end of the day, they all played, and Sadie said, hey, thanks for, when she left, she goes, thanks for letting me hang out with you guys. And the next day, the girl texts, so did you like hanging out with us? And Sadie said, yes, I did. And the girl wrote, good. You know, like it's done. It's bow tied now. You're in. You know what I mean? Did you like it? Yeah. Good. See you later. And now they're off. They picked her up on a scooter and they're gone.
Wow.
They just come. They pull up. This is day 3. They pull up. They have one scooter because Sadie's stuff isn't here yet. The one girl's an electric scooter. Sadie, the 3 of them are on it. Sadie's in the middle, and they just right around the bend, gone. There's no traffic here. There's no cars. I could hear a pin drop. It's just. It's great, man. It's freaking really great so far. I don't know what the shoe's going to drop. Thanks to Factor for sponsoring this episode. Guys, it is that time of the year again. Beautiful fall. It always feels like a reset between back to school, busier routines, and shorter days. Finding time to cook can be tough. So my wife says. That's why I love Factor, those Factor meals. They're delicious and with great ingredients. Easy to choose, easy to cook. What's not to like? Their chef prepared, dietitian-approved meals make it easy to stay on track and enjoy something comforting no matter how hectic the season gets. Choose from a wide selection of weekly meal options, including premium seafood choices like salmon and shrimp at no extra cost. From more choices to better nutrition, that's why 97% of customers say that Factor helped them live a healthier life. Feel the difference, no matter your routine. Guys, we've been having Factor as a sponsor for a bit now. I've had them send me stuff, and it really is delicious. And let me tell you, these meals, they're no joke. From meatballs, truffle butter, filet mignon, pimento, so many other options. All of them taste amazing. Eat smart at factormeals.com/thecast50off. And use the code THECAST50off to get 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. That's the code THECAST50off at factormeals.com for 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. Get delicious, ready-to-eat meals delivered with Factor. Offer only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase. Prize Picks. This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. So don't miss any of the excitement this season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Guys, football season is here, and it's time to have some fun being right. Maybe it's taking Brock Purdy for less than 1 rushing TD, or Aaron Rodgers to have less than 2.5 passing TDs, or even Josh Allen to have more than 45 rushing yards. He will. The game is making decisions and watching the fun begin. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get your picks right, you could cash in. That's great. So instead of the game, you actually got more to watch. Prize Picks is also the best way to get action on sports in more than 40 plus states, including California, Texas, and Georgia. Prize Picks is the best way to win cash this football season. Which players are going off? Which ones aren't? Make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your takes into cash all season long on Prize Picks. Download the app today and use code THECAST to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code THECAST to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. But to your question, I'm mowing yesterday, and the neighbor across the street, I saw him mowing for a little, and then he stopped. I thought this was an interesting move. He takes a break in between the front yard and the backyard, and he sits in his chair at the top of his driveway, which is high up, just looking down, right? So I'm mowing, and I can't see if he's looking at me or not. I'm like, do I give a wave? And then at one point, I'm like, I thought my mower was going to run out of gas. I need a refill. So I'm like, let me get this thing back up by the garage, because if it runs out of gas down there and gets silent, I'm gonna have to say, hey, how you doing? I'm Pete, and do the walk across. So let me, while it's still. So my question is, how does that work? He's out there, and I felt like he was like, hey, you're new to the neighborhood, you're mowing, you see me. Maybe he was only sitting there giving me a chance to come up and say hi, you know? What do you do as a new homeowner? Do you go across? Hey, I'm Sebastian.
That's a tough one, man. You could go either way with that, because you would think, hey, this guy don't know nobody, just moved in. Let me welcome him to our neighborhood. So it's like coming over to somebody's house, and the homeowner opens the door and you're on the porch. Who says hello first, the homeowner or the guest? You open the door, you go, hey, and then the guest goes, right? Or does the guest go, hey, and then the homeowner goes, oh? How does that work?
I think the guest has to, if you're coming to my house, hey, welcome. But I'm not coming to his house. I bought a house across the street. I'm afraid, like, now I live here. Let's say somebody next week or next year moves in across the street, and I see that guy unpacking. When I see, like, maybe he's stopped for a minute, he's having a water. I feel like if I go down the driveway to walk over to say hi, he's going to go in his head, oh, fuck, here we go. Gotta be friends with this guy, right? Or is he going, nothing? What am I, on an island here? Nobody's going to say hello? I don't know how. They did it great, my neighbors, because now it was funny. Their kid was in our house, and our daughter was in their house, but we haven't met. And then I'm walking the dog around the bed.
I don't know. I don't like this. I'm sorry. I don't.
Really? Wow.
I don't like this whole like, hey, you want to play? And then she goes off, and now she's hanging at a stranger's house. So we don't know that. Like, what if you saw the dad come out, right? And he's smoking, you know, I don't know, a cigar or whatever. And he comes out, some slob. Hey, and then you're like, my kid was hanging over here for 3 weeks, and I didn't notice.
I know the first day Sadie left, the second day she left, and she calls us and she goes, so-and-so's dad is going to take us out for ice cream. Is that okay?
I don't know. I'm surprised. I mean, like a guy that basically lived in New York City for 20 years and was on high alert constantly, possibly getting mugged at any minute, driving the subway or whatever. And now all of a sudden you go to Rochester and you think it's what? The Wizard of Oz over there?
No, I'm telling you. The first day I got here, I looked out the window. The neighbor's got I see her little girl a few doors down. She's on a scooter because most of us live a little bit like a slope down to the road. She's got a little electric scooter too. She goes right down into the road, does a casual this way, that way look, and makes a left and a right, and she's gone. And there's like all little cul-de-sacs around here. I said to Jackie, you see that girl just buzzed out of here like that? I go, there must not be much traffic around here. And there's like none. So yeah, it's a little, I don't know, man. It might be a little haven, but I'm digging it. I got one kid, man. I'm so psyched that these girls did this. That was so nice of them. So, but the neighbor, then I'm walking the dog and they're like walking the other way. Hey, how you doing? Your daughter's with our daughter already. I'm da-da-da, I'm da-da-da. I'm like, nice to meet you. Nobody asks what anybody does. Just good people. So we'll see. I don't know, man. I'm trying to, I don't want them to see the other side, bro.
I feel like you're almost in the witness protection program there. Like you're just hiding out. You're like, I hope nobody asks me what I do. I just want a little quiet life. Scooter here.
Well, I'm just saying no judging, but I feel like I'm not going to get hot because from what I'm seeing, it's like-minded people. You know what I'm saying? Like-minded people. We keep it tight. We keep all, and then holy shit, I start hearing a mower or two. The second day I'm here, I look out. They all mow. Push mowers. Oh my God, Jackie goes, I run around here. She goes, everyone's doing their own lawn. I like that little stake in the game, baby. So
hearing this, I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I'm concerned. And I'll tell you why.
I moved to 1970.
Where you're living now, I feel.
Yeah.
Might be a detriment to the cast. Sorry to say. And I'll tell you why.
Really? Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the comedy and the drama came out of you living in Fredonia. Right?
Yeah.
A lot of the stories, like, you know, the city and the people and the Walmart and the kids and the college and this, that, and the other thing. I felt like you were the people behind you, you know, the renting it out to the fraternity kids. I just felt like it all kind of just came together on the cast.
Right.
And now what I'm hearing is like, oh, nothing funny comes out of happiness.
Listen, I agree with that. But come on. This is like when Diane left Cheers. And Rebecca came sliding in. We didn't skip a beat. This is a new chapter. We'll find the problems. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because I got. First of all, when you bought your new house, your house in L.A., did you like? It's weird. I don't think you did. You had your bathrooms and everything redone before you moved in, or like, did you shower for a little while in the same shower as Blake?
I still am.
You still are? Okay. Because, so the other day, I'm in this new shower they got here, right? It's glass. It's pretty cool, but it's smaller. And, oh, God. After I'm done, I'm like, I don't want the glass. I'm still in the shower, but I want the glass to, like, the water drops can stain it. So we have one of those squeegees you would use. And I'm wiping it down. And as I'm wiping it down, third time down, and I have a towel around me, but it's still the wet's hitting my foot. I realize their squeegee they left behind. It's not even a freshie, right? So, and then it's such a tight shower that the fourth time down, to get all the way down to the bottom of the glass, I got to do a bend, and my ass plastered up against the tile, right? Because I didn't have the towel there, and it just plastered. So when I get out, I say to Jackie later that night, I can't squeegee all the way down without my ass hitting the tile. And I go, when I did it, I felt like the guy did it, and his ass hit the tile in the same spot. And she's like, I'm sure it did. So like, I'm just doing an ass plant every night in the same spot. Guy, I'm like making love to this guy practically. I feel. I'm sure I got a couple of his body hairs on me. You don't get all that out, right?
I did a bit on this about cleaning the shower, and
after a new owner.
No, just in general.
Oh,
like I took a shower at my dad's house, and there's a squeegee in there, and he told me, after you're done, wipe down the shower. And the bit goes, I ain't fucking working after I just clean myself, right? So what is this with the fucking squeegee? And now all of a sudden you're sweating, fucking cleaning the get the fuck out of there. Let the guy.
I'm doing an air dry. By the time I'm done, my body air dried, but the floor is so swampy and wet from me pushing all the water down to it. It's disgusting. Absolutely. Now,
and by the way,
when you moved in,
why? I'm sorry, but why in the hell? Is there a squeegee left over? Like, that house should have been wiped clean. Like, there's a murder that happened in that house. Everything from that previous owner out the door. Some people even say, and they do this, and I know this is an economic thing. Well, if they ever buy a house and they move in, they take the toilets out, and they get brand new toilets in the whole house. They don't want to be sitting on used toilets from another homeowner. What you take?
Mm-hmm.
We didn't do this, but some people do this.
Right. Well, we haven't yet. We have one that's a heated one we're going to try and put in, but now that you said it, I didn't even think of it. I'm disgusted. What am I doing? But again, yours is Blake Shelton lived there for a spell. I'm not saying anything that the tabloids don't know. So, if I was, that's a little different. He'd be my muse. Knowing Blake was on that thing. Maybe
I don't go to Blake's.
God's Country on that fucking bowl.
I go shit on Stefani's toilet.
Oh no, bro! That's what. Listen, go shit on Blake's toilet, man. That's much more. I like his lyrics better. Yeah, that's so fucking funny, bro. But should we be changing them? And let me ask you this: is there a special cleaning job done differently for a new owner of a shower as opposed to just like you get out and someone cleans your shower for you? Forget that. I want it cleaned. I don't even want to. The CIA can't even find DNA of anyone else in this shower but me and my family, right?
Again, this is economics. But when you buy a home, you have a professional cleaning crew sweep the house. And they come in. We had this done. It was like 10 of them. They come in, and I got to get the name. It's like Karen's Cleaning or something. I've never seen this type of cleaning before. It is so thorough and deep that you would think the shit was just installed.
Wow.
They got it down to a science. So I like a whole deep cleaning done where, like your point, no DNA, no. If they had a cat, there's not a remnants of dander in the home.
Right. Yeah. I love it. I love it, bro. Yeah, this is going to make you fucking physically ill. But the door we have in our kitchen that goes down to the basement, fine. It's nice. It's not beat up. The whole house is in fine shape. We have a new one that Jackie picked out in transit, en route, delivery. But the door they have, bottom corner of it, little cat door. So the cat could get down to the basement and shit and piss whenever it wants. It had a cat door.
I would be sleeping without that door. The door would be in the garage or in the garbage. and I'd be sleeping, or that should just be an open space right now.
You're right, because even the dog sometimes has been sniffing it with that look like, what the fuck was this used for? It's disgusting. It's gross.
All right, so
who's got the time to make a door for their fucking pet? Fuck the pet. You don't go out till I get home. I don't give a shit. What the fuck? That's insane. You got way too much time. You're coming in with a little fucking saw. I'm gonna make a little door. Sorry, man. These people with their pets. You can die of starvation down there for all I care. Bro, your dogs are getting big.
Oh, speaking of dogs, want to talk about the John texting us about the...
Right.
So, in a previous podcast, we talked about our friend John, and he got the same dog as I got, right? And I came on the podcast saying, what's your take on a friend getting the same breed, right?
Right.
And we had a discussion about that. Well,
that's right. I forgot about that.
So it got back to John that we were talking shit about him on the cast. And he texted us yesterday saying, I wish I could be mad at you guys, but it was so funny I couldn't stop laughing about it, right?
Right.
And now today it's continuing. He got his wife involved, bro. His wife is on the thing. And let me
I thought he was talking about when his dog was dying of heat. I didn't realize it was that. I forgot about that when he got the same breed. What?
So John's like, our dog Maui is actually a Brittany doodle, part Brittany Spaniel, part doodle, which we got an Australian Labradoodle. So it's not the same. Different breed from your dogs. And I'm still catching shit. I'm adding my wife to this thread because she'll have the pics. So you send the pics. The wife chimes in, right? And she goes, also, what's the problem with kids going by their middle names? Double insults on one person because their kids go by their middle names. I guess we were talking about kids going by their middle names.
Well, it's because, it's not an alt. That's what we're saying. I didn't know her child did that. Oh,
yeah, bro, but I don't listen. I don't give a fuck if who's out there. If I got a problem with something from my mother, sister, father, whatever, it's all good on the comedy front. But we love the Petrellis, and
I forget all this gold we were talking about. That was hilarious.
He called me yesterday. He never calls me. This guy called me. He goes, what are you doing? I go, what? He goes, I can't believe it.
Why do you want to know what you're doing? Because he wants to copy that right now there too? Whatever you're doing in that moment? I was thinking about having a ham sandwich. Are you having turkey right now, or are you about to have ham? I'm kidding, John. Relax.
All good fun. So that happened recently. Also, I'm going in for a colonoscopy on Friday. Have you had this done?
Come on, man. Of course, I've talked about it on the cast. Are you going in for the... oh, wait. I'm thinking of a prostate exam. You're going in. You got to drink. You're doing the whole thing?
Starts tomorrow. Start shitting my life.
Have you had one yet?
I had a virtual one, which I don't really know the difference between what I'm getting now and the virtual. I forget. But I did have to do
by Friday.
I didn't have to go under for that one. This I have to go under, and this is my fear of going under, because I think I did it once, went under for my wisdom teeth. I came home, I remember I felt like I'm so dramatic after this stuff. Like, I came home and I got on my sister and my mother's shoulders, and they brought me in the house because of the anesthesia was wearing off. Oh. It looked like I was in war, and they were picking me off the battlefield.
This is after what surgery?
Wisdom teeth pulling.
Oh my God!
This is when I was.
People go back to work after that.
Yeah. I was out for 24 hours. Done. But here's my fear. This is just my luck. I go in on Friday, right? They're going to put me under. And this is with any surgery. I haven't really had major surgery. This is not surgery, but it's just like, I guess it's so uncomfortable they got to put you down.
Knock wood, guy. Come on. All right.
They're going to put me under. And my fear, anytime there's anesthesia involved in anything, is that I'm going to wake up in the middle of this shit. So, like I'm just on my side, and all of a sudden I'm just gonna come to, and the anesthesia is gonna go, holy shit, it wore off, pump, and I'm gonna, what's going on? Right? That would be the worst, because I've asked the anesthesiologist, have you ever had somebody during like a hip replacement wake the fuck up in the middle of it, right?
Yeah.
Because you imagine you're sitting there, you give open heart surgery, you wake up, you're like, oh my God! Like your fucking heart's out of your chest.
I know. I've been insane. You get a lot of money to be an anesthesiologist, man. It's a tough job working that dial.
I mean, you're responsible for that person being under during the surgery. So you got to like watch the levels. You got to watch the heart rate. Is he waking up? Is she waking up? So anyway, I got that on Friday. And I got to be dropped. It's just another thing. You know, when you're getting old, when you have to be dropped off and picked up by somebody.
Well, it's anesthesia. You can't, they don't let you drive home after that.
I know, but I don't like this. Like, do you have a ride home? What am I for?
Not only that, we need to see your ride. We don't want you to lie to us. Try to walk yourself home, Mr. Maniscalco.
Uber or Lyft is not suggested. We prefer a loved one or a friend. So my wife's gotta come pick me up on Friday with me leaking out my ass. So that's gonna be fun on Friday.
Well,
what, you got anything while my brain is on standstill?
Well, I got a bigger one, but I don't want to get into it yet. But I want to talk about my vacation, maybe on the next cast.
We got time. Get into it.
Well,
because what I know from your vacation is, and this bothered me, to be honest with you, when you started to say this, and again, I don't know if this comes with age, because I'm seeing it in my father too. Have you become the I'm writing a letter guy to the company?
Oh, dude, this guy crazy. This might be my final chapter with this stuff, because I got nuts. It got to the point where the people of the corporate were like, what do you want? We are calling you back. We do get back to you. I'm like, let me just walk you through it. I'm not going to say the name of the place, because what the hell's the point of that? I'm not looking to put some place out of business or any bullshit. I didn't know what I wanted. All I know is we paid money for this, what's supposed to be like a high-end camping experience.
God. That's already it's a problem. But go ahead.
It's called like glamping, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
So right out of the gate, we're pulling in. This is in Maine, all right? And the road, the gravel is so dusty. It's dirt roads that when you drive on it, we're like, holy shit, you got to put up all your windows, right? And I mean, it's just kicking up. Like, you would have went 30 feet in your car and you would have turned around loud and go, get back on the fucking pavement. We're out of here. This is insane, right? It was like a half a mile to a mile just to get down to an area where you park. And you ever drive and it's so dusty you can taste it. Everything's cool. You could spell your name on the dashboard. Oh my God, it's fucking everywhere, right? And so and what you do is you park in this spot because they want to keep the tent area nice and quiet. So you park in a delegated area, and then they come with a golf cart and they take all your shit off your car. But there's different areas where people park. So as they're taking the shit off my car, other cars are passing by. And when they're coming, I go, car's coming. We had to close everything Step away from the road, wait till the car pass, let the dust drop. But then when we get in the car with the dude to go to our tent, it's the same thing. We're kicking up dust everywhere. So right away, that's terrible, right? Then you get in the tent and there's no electricity, which we know there's not going to be. It's supposed to be like camping, but you get battery packs. They keep your lamp going, your lantern going, and this, that. And they go every morning, you leave your battery packs. And at the end of the day, when you come back, we'll have charged them and they'll be waiting. Well, we would go on these epic hikes, man. And in Acadia, like we're gone, so we would come back nighttime and we get in our room and it's dark and there's no batteries. I would text the guy because he has the thing. We got no batteries. Yeah, well, we don't have any. We didn't get done charging. We can't charge them all at once. And Jackie goes, well, text him, tell him that's not okay. It's not okay to not have batteries. We're sitting here in the dark. Okay. This is $8 a night, not even counting tax and resort fee. So it's about $1,000 a night. They write back, we found 3, 2 have half power, 1 has about a quarter power. We're going to send the guy up with those right now. What the fuck, bro? If I was camping on my own, I'd have fucking power, right? So now every morning when you want coffee, there's nothing in your tent. You got to walk down to the main tent, which is about a half a mile, at least a quarter of a mile.
By the way, this sounds like camping. Where's the glam?
That's what I'm saying, bro. It was less convenient than camping because now I got to walk a quarter mile or a half mile to get to the coffee. The coffee, shit coffee. You can see right through it. It's like a Hampton Inn coffee. You know, like if I can pour it and read a newspaper, right? So, by the way, and then like, cause it's like a tent. So like everything's a la natural. There's bees. So one day when I went to grab the brown sugar, I got stung cause there was a bee on the jar. And I go, motherfucker. Right? Bro, one time, I go to, they say endless coffee whenever you want it. I go to get it about 10 o'clock at night. I walk down there and every time you walk, you're getting plastered by dust from the everything coming by. There's no rain, so the golf carts are dusting you up. So it's 6 a.m. and I'm waddling down, and guys are driving by and getting hit with dust. I'm going to get shit coffee, and in my head, I'm like, if I was camping, I'd be right next to my tent with a little Bunsen burner, making a nice espresso. Holy shit! I'm paying $1,000 to not do that. What the fuck? Right? So, I go to the grill one night. It's about 10 o'clock, and they just have these 2 big plastic urns. You know, when you just flip it and you fill it up like craft service, like a coffee table like a union guy making a coffee on a construction site. Holy shit! So I have my cup, and I go, listen. Do you have a microwave back there? Because they got like the place was cool looking. I'm not taking anything away. It's just like a service thing was like nuts. Do you have like a microwave or something back there? And she goes, yeah. I go, because the coffee's not hot. If you could just heat it up. I'm not even asking for fresh coffee or anything. I'm just asking you to nuke my coffee. She goes, oh, it's not hot? So she comes over, pours her own cup, right? Not mine. Pours her own cup, puts her finger in there and goes like this and goes, oh, yeah, you're right. That is cold. Then she grabs the second urn, pours her cup in there and goes, this one's okay. I go, that's the one I took it out of. That's actually really, it's not okay. It's not hot. If it was hot, in my head, I'm thinking, you would have said, ow. Right? You don't go, that's hot. Really? Because you're stirring your finger in there like it's a fucking wooden stick. So anyway, so now again, $1,000 a night, and I'm arguing over the temperature of the coffee. I said it's not hot, so make it hotter. That's what you do. That's what you do, right? That's what you used to do. That's what they used to do. So, am I wrong with this? This is crazy shit, right?
No, so I'm on board. I'm totally on board.
So, and again, the tents are cool. They do have like these showers in your own tent, and they have a chain on it. And the idea is you pull down on the chain and the water comes out. And the dude tells you, but if you tie something heavy, like take a rope or tie something heavy to the chain, and the chain will just stay down. The shower will stay on. I'm like, oh, he's telling me how to rig it like I'm in prison and I want to keep a steady stream going. You know what I'm saying? which is nice of them to tell me. But I go, so then I go, so what if I want food late night, man? Are you guys always open? Because they, you know, they told us we can't have food in here or anything like that. And he goes, yeah, you can have a cooler in here and food. You can have whatever you want. They say that because of all the other establishments that we have is bear country, but there's no bear country here, so you could have all that. So, okay, but I don't have that because you told me in your brochure that I couldn't. So again, I'm paying $1,000 to not have snack. I mean, it's like 11 at night, and Jackie goes, God, I would just love a blah, 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 which we'd have in a cooler if I thought I was so it's like, so then Jackie says, can you tell me we need more bath soap? I mean, this is crazy. When we get back, we need more bath soap. We come back, Jackie's in the shower. She goes, I found the bath soap. Like they have these nice organic jars that they put it in. But I guess to put it in that, the housekeeping brings it in like a ketchup jar, and it just says gel. And I guess they squeeze that into the things, and they make it nice. Well, they left that sitting on in the shower, and Jackie goes, found the bath gel. It's in ketchup. It says bath gel. Right? Like in a ketchup, like in a plastic ketchup bottle. And I'm like, this is like, this is just, it's crazy because this is all making it more inconvenient for me. And on top of that, they say they're a certain distance from where you want to go hike. Again, I don't want to say too much. And they're that distance from where you want to go hike at 4:00 in the morning in December on a Sunday. You know what I mean? In the middle of the summer, it's at least twice as long, and they know that. So again, I would have even camped closer to where I want to be. I'd have had my own coffee. The only thing I got for $1,000, I felt, was a thing that when I pulled down, so it was just, and it went on, bro. You didn't get a single nugget of food for free, not a hot muffin or nothing. You had to, constantly go up and go 10:32. Put like for anything. It's like,
is there room service or tent service? Or
room service, bro. We had like a couch and a bed in our thing, and so when Sadie would sleep on the pull-out couch, and then we would leave early because we were doing these epic hikes, and we came back.
And by the way, stop using.
Sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Epic.
I live on the rock now. We use words like that on the rock.
I've never heard you say epic. You said it twice in the last 4.5 minutes. What is that?
If I was a surfer, I'd be using gnarly, man. When you talk about... All right, but we went on these long hikes. And when we got back, the bed is still out. Like, we got to put the bed away. So when I got on the phone with the lady to complain, I go, no, there's no housekeeping. And she goes, she emails back, well, we don't provide housekeeping. I'm like, well, for $800 a night, you should, right? So
what's the one? I don't understand why this is so expensive. I mean, you go in New York City and you get a room for less than $1,000 at the Four Seasons Hotel in New York City, and they got room service. They have housekeeping, they have a gym, they have a pool, they have amenities. What are you getting? When you looked at the brochure, what did you go, oh, let's go spend $1,000 at this place because they have What?
Well, there's certain assumptions in glamping because I've done it before at a place in Montana called Paws Up. So like I said to Jackie, when we were at Paws Up, I don't remember having to walk that far for coffee. And she goes, it was brought to the tent every morning on a tray. And I'm like, that's right. All the everything was close up. But the another one was, know what they have here? S'mores. And can people stop calling this an activity? Cornhole. Throwing a beanbag at a hole in a piece of fucking wood. All right. I don't know where you think I was born and raised. That's not entertainment to me. That's not, that's not fun.
No,
you throw a big cornhole. That's what they had. S'mores and cornhole. I swear to God. Now, there was one guy who worked there. He was like in charge, seemed to be of the kitchen. The guy.
Wait a minute. Before you jump off the cornhole thing, listen, this is big in Chicago, this cornhole shit.
Big everywhere now. Yeah, I know.
In the backyard, and this is what bothers me about the cornhole. when you're a Chicago Bears fan, you have Chicago Bears cornhole.
Oh my God.
It's decorated. They decorate the shit.
Bro, if you had a cornhole set and the holes were your mouth going, what's wrong with people? They would fly off the shelves, dude. They would fly off the shelves. Can't we all just drink? Just drink. Why do your personalities are so lacking that we got to lob beanbags back and forth? Well, nobody even suggests cornhole around you.
Get
You know why?
Wait, hold on. The Instagram photo. with the koozie and with the beer and the koozie. Oh, I can't. I'm sorry.
You have never probably. Can you recall any time someone like says want to play cornhole? Probably very rarely. You've been asked to play.
No, the only time we did it was on a tour. I think I played one game of it, and I gotta go back to my hole.
But you know why you've never been asked to play? Because when someone with a personality at your level is around, we don't need to play it. You understand what I'm saying? It's a compliment. It's a compliment to your personality. So that's how I feel. Yeah. Normally we suggest cornhole, but Correale's here. We're all having a fucking blast. We don't need to throw beanbags. Remember when that guy on your tour brought that giant electronic golf thing? You took like 2 swings. I just, all right, we're done with this.
Listen, I'm into those simulators, but I mean, like, you know, before a show, do I want to really be working up a sweat? Start, you know, like driving the ball. You know, like that's a lot. You know, I'm in jeans and I'm swinging a club. I appreciate it, but yeah, you're right. Is that one of the things that you're spending a grand for? Is the cornhole thing?
Yeah, that made the brochure. S'mores and cornhole. I made the brochure. Of course, I'm coming off of, you know, Flathead, horse ranch there in Flathead, you know, Montana, where you can't beat that. I mean, I had horses and shit that you just ride whenever you want.
Why are we messing with a good thing? You like the Montana place, and now
you got to mix it up. You got to mix it up.
Do
you do the same.
I mean, I don't know. You find a place that's got the horses and they got a beautiful thing. They go for ice cream, and here you are walking down a dusty road looking for half of a coffee. I don't get it. Is this something that you found? How does this work in your relationship? Does Jackie come to you with, hey, I found a great place in Maine that they have cornhole and s'mores? Or is this, do you bring it to her? And then if somebody brings it to somebody else and the experience sucks, are you to blame or she to blame on this?
Well, no, because we both decided on it, but the idea was we wanted to do a lot of long hikes, and at the end, we're of a certain age now. I'm not 35-year-old parent. We're like, let's try and find someplace nice to stay. So at the end of the hike, a nice shower would be nice. And most of the hotels in that area of Maine, they're very family friendly. You know what I mean? 3 stars at best, because, you know, how nice you're going to make it. There's going to be 3 kids, a family running around like crazy. And then other than that, it was like these kind of inns. You're not going to take a kid to an inn. And then one of us, I think it was Jackie's like, check out these. Look at these tents. And you look online. They look great. You go to Condé Nast and they, you know, oh my God, this is beautiful, blah, 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 blah. I don't know who the guy from Condé Nast, if he never been to Paws Up. So, but so let me tell you the meat and bones of this now, because this is crazy, right? I call the lady up. I text the guy, I go, hey, GM, I got a second half of my trip. I'm going to Cape Cod and all this other stuff, so I don't want to get too hopped up. So I get her a message, and I leave her a message, and I'm like, I don't think I cursed, but I was kind of like, I was blown away. Bro, I just felt ripped off. I'm like, oh hi, miss. I go, this is how I'm talking to her. I go, I'm on the porch of the tent. I don't even know what's going on. I don't even know what just happened. I mean, this is insane. I mean, I come back to the room, this gel, the coffee was shit coffee. Everything was terrible. I would have been easier for me to camp. I feel like I was ripped off. I was ripped off. This is insane. I'm going to have PTSDs from this. This is, I don't even know where to start about how disappointed and how blown away about, I don't know. I mean, I would like to complain about the service, but I can't because there was none. Just none. My bag was dropped off and I was left alone. Oh my God. You know, so like, and all this stuff, right? And then I'm like, you know, and then I hang up, right? So maybe a day later, I get a really nice email from somebody in corporate who starts by saying they're a fan of the cast, big fan of
I thought you were going to say, I thought this was the FBI has been notified.
No, there was no threats, mate. There's no, and I even said to the lady in my message, I'm not asking for anything. I'm not like, because I didn't know what I want. I don't want my money back. So this woman leaves a really nice email. Said she saw you play somewhere. She's a fan of the cast and and we want to make it up to you. And what does that look like? That looks like a free stay at any one of our other places, you know, which is such a nice thing of her to offer. But in my head, bro, I'm like, I'm feeding into it though again. And I'm saying it's okay, you know, like I feel like I lose my leverage if I immediately just go, okay, that's all I wanted was a free stay, right?
I'll tell you a couple things here. Number one, I don't like the fact that you were screaming into a voicemail.
Bring it on. I don't either. It was a mess. My lowest point. It's crazy. Hopefully that was my rock bottom. I need a fresh start.
So that, I think that's where you kind of made the mistake. And then I
didn't want to talk. I didn't really want to. We never spoke face to face. I didn't want to. On top of everything else, now I got to talk to you. I don't want to do that. I didn't want to.
All right, fine. And I tell you what's, and if this person is listening, which if they're a fan of the cast, they probably are.
Well, their publicist is. Okay, I'm checking the downloads now. You know what? The good news is Bob Marley probably loved it. Mr. Maine. I love Bob Marley. He is Mr. Maine. But anyway, go ahead.
To offer a stay somewhere else, to me, it's like, listen, I didn't like the stay to begin with. Why would I want to stay and do this all over again? You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what I wrote. Oh, exactly.
So beautiful. It's like, how many nights did you stay there?
6. And when I stayed 6, the guy goes like this. When he checks me in, he goes, how long you staying here? And I go, 6. And he goes, oh, wow. And I go, I swear to God, Jackie's with me. Jackie looks at me. I go, is that too long? Do people not normally stay here that long? And he goes, you know what? Most people only stay a couple nights, and it's not long enough to really take in that park and everything it has to offer. You're staying just the right amount of time. In my head, I'm like, I'm staying way too long. Holy shit, I'm reading this guy. Like, you know.
The writing is on the wall. This is a little tidbit to the listeners here. If you're traveling a lot, you're staying in a lot of hotels, and you're traveling on airplanes and trains and automobiles and what have you, when you go to these hotels, right from the get-go, you could tell almost how the experience is going to be, because I've had these experiences where as soon as I pull into the valet, I know if I have a bad experience in the valet, it's going to permeate throughout the entire hotel, right? Yeah, so the fact that you're on a rock road kicking up dust and you can't breathe in your own car and you haven't even checked in yet, and you're right, I probably would have turned around and said, we're out of here, because you could tell right away, because it's just almost a domino effect. You check in, you get left. Now the no batteries, the gel, there's no soap, there's no coffee. It just starts snowballing.
Yes. And you know what else it starts with? Wow, that is, anyone out there who listens, Sebastian is like, you got to do some sort of reality show in that whole service industry. You're so on it. But like, it starts with, I even complained about my thing. I go, even with the shit coffee, when I would walk into that tent every morning, I'm not even blasted with a hello. You stay at the Four Seasons, they practically hug you when you come down into the lobby. Mm-hmm. They know you by name after day 2, no matter what you do for a living. And here, I'm like, morning. It's like crazy. It's like, I gotta say one thing because you'll love this one. The very first night with Air, the next morning, quiet hours are 7 in the morning till like 10 at night. So it's 6 in the morning, and all the tents, like, there's a bunch by us, right? Big canvas things. And it wakes me up clear as day. You can hear a dad talking with his 2 kids, and no, Tommy, put that down. Yeah, we're going to go a little later. So what do you guys want to, just like totally talking, right? 6 in the morning, everyone's trying to sleep, right? I walk over, I unzip the tent. I go out onto the deck. Everyone else is still out. Dusk is coming up, and I yell, be quiet! And then I zip it back, and I go back inside. And Jackie doesn't say nothing. And Sadie goes, Dad! And I go, don't worry. No one knows it was me. Just silence. Right away. And you don't hear a pin drop till about 7:10. I think everyone's like, that guy's psycho. Let's give him an extra 10. The power. It was like amazing, man. But like, and like a meeker man would be like, I guess we're all up an hour earlier, family. Fuck that. Get some balls, unzip, shut the fuck up, zip back to bed. Fucking shit. All they had to do is go find the New York plates, and they know who the one was yelling in the fucking morning, right? Oh, wait, you can't read the plates because it's covered in fucking dust. God, they nasty. I think they take that guy out for a cup of coffee. Holy shit.
So they offer you another stay. Does this continue?
Yeah. Basically say what you said, and it was hard because she was very nice, but I don't know, you're already famous, but with me sometimes I feel like I get Googled, and then they say they listen to a lot of people say they listen to the cast that don't match the numbers, unless I'm just running into all of them, you know what I mean? And my sister, she's big in that business. She'll tell you, dude, if you drop that, like that, you're gonna, you'll get stuff, because that's like, people get to stay for free because they have casts, let alone, know. But anyway, again, like, it's whatever. I don't want to I did. So then I said, no, I don't, right? But thanks anyway, because she was really nice, right? But I don't want that, right? And I said, and I don't want money. And then I reached back. The GM lady did like reach out to me, tell me a good time that we could speak. She did it a couple of times. She was like, did that. But again, I didn't want to speak to her. So, and I had written this all in a letter. So then I wrote back and I said, you know what? I don't want anything. I don't want a night. I don't want a refund. When I get ripped off, it's really important to me that the person who rips me off knows that I know I got ripped off, right? And that was it. Now, this is psycho. So now 2 days go by, maybe 3 days. It's done. It's over. They tried to offer me. I said, no, thanks. She even tried twice, the lady, very kind, to give me a free stay. And then like 2-3 days go by, and I'm in the middle of the move, and I'm thinking about it. I'm like, God, man, I kept thinking about that trip. Like, war. I'm having my version of PTSDs. I'm like, oh, that the fuck, man, I can't believe it. God damn, God, I'm pissed. God. And I typed her again. I'm like, still nothing from you, which speaks volumes. Why would I expect anything less? Matches the smiles I didn't get when I walked through the door. I'm like, oh my God. She's probably like, oh my God, this lunatic is writing me again for no reason. Then she writes back, I've tried to reach out to you multiple times. I know corporate tried to reach out to you. And then I didn't say anything else because I realized what a psychopath I am. But I did say in my last letter, I'm like, I guess I'll send you the link to the episode of the podcast I do. Oh my God. So this has to be Patreon. I don't want this to be spread to the world. I do feel, but bro, I was ripped, but I don't want to be that guy. I never want to be that guy treat me good, or I'll talk about it on the cast.
No. I mean,
been doing this 13 years, and I've never done that before.
No, you got more class than that. You just want to like vent and be heard, and
it's funny for the cast.
Yeah, it's funny. It's just it's all in good fun. But yeah, fuck it. Fuck the Patreon. Have them listen to this and go to sleep at night. Maybe they have PTSD from listening to the cast. And by the way, they don't listen.
Yeah, no, I know. You're right. You're right.
All right, well, I'm sorry you had the experience. Let's keep it pause up from now on. Pause up. By the way, it sounds like a place you take your animals. I don't like the name.
I don't like the name, but I'm only 2.5 hours away from my old camping in Long Lake now that where I live now, so that's
perfect.
Next summer
Just
doing that.
Stick with Long Lake. All right, that's our time here, Pete and Sebastian. We appreciate the listenership, and we will see you next week. God bless.